Good afternoon, viewers. We are back again with another episode of your favorite show, Generation C. I am VDM, giving you everything you need to know about youth news alongside my co-host.
Hi everybody, my name is Ninala Shiteni, and if you're still clueless about what this show is all about, Generation C aims to equip and empower the youth through 3 different segments, namely The Zone, Varsity Chat Room and School Corner.
Well, today, the 26th of April 2022, is a great day to get organized, as it is International Get Organized Day. Well, today in studio we'll be joined by Eino, who is the owner of Diebangos. But before we do dive into that interview, let's take a look at this week's publications. Now, on the front page of The Zone today, we have an article on Andy Wieland, Namibia's very own fairy godmother who founded the Snow White Project after being crowned Miss Teen Namibia in 2012. Let's take a look at what she has to say.
I'm Andeline Wieland, and welcome to my charity, the Snow White Project. What do we do? In a nutshell, we are a community closet where people donate their dresses so that we can rent them out again at affordable rates to women of all shapes and sizes. I use the profits of these rentals to help support organizations that I love. Since 2016, I've donated back over 250,000 Namibian dollars. I love making women feel like the queens that they are and supporting worthy causes along the way.
On page 2, we have an article by Junior Kapofi on the 2021 grade 10 to 11 learners at DHPS received their diplomas on 14 April 2022. This diploma will allow them the opportunity to study at any German university in the world. Also on page 2, for the photo of the week, we have a picture of the Be Free movement officially launched its Be Free Key Learnings report on 20 April 2022 at the village Windhoek. Let's have a look.
Now, to conclude on page 2, this week's Vox Pop edition, the Zone team asked the members of the #BeFree campaign how dealing with gender-based violence has shaped their perspectives. Let's take a look at their answers.
I think for me it has made me realize that the issue is real, GBV is real, and we need to become more empathetic, especially with the victims. And in order for you to help victims and to enable them to come out, you need to have an understanding heart and understanding ear. I think for the most part what we do is be judgmental, and as a result we force them to sort of not come out. And I think for me it has made me become more understanding and more empathetic about the situation. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Betha Ileka, and working with gender-based violence victims has made me realize that at the end of the day we need to understand the underlying factors of what people are going through. So even if it means understanding people from a personal perspective and not taking them as a project, that has helped me to go through the underlying issue of why you're going through this, how can we help, and also to understand that sometimes people have the solution and sometimes they just need an ear and someone to listen to them and be there for them, especially during such difficult journeys, and also to not victimize people or see them from a vulnerable perspective, but to know that their worth is not dictated to what they are going through. Just because they are going through a toxic relationship, for example, doesn't make them any worthless or any less of a human.
Awesome. I think in my experience, and I'm not going to speak in a perspective or in a position where I'm speaking as a therapist because I do not have any qualifications in therapy, but I would say that the fact that it has made me to be cognizant of my environment and how I engage with people who have experienced GPV, you know, how I address them, how I talk to them, and how also the type of words and the type of words I have to use when engaging with them. So in my individual capacity, it made me to be more cognizant of my language and my tone when also engaging with them, and also stepping outside of my comfort zone and being in society. It also made me to be more aware that people are really going through the most here, and one just needs to be kind towards people it doesn't matter what they are going through, just to be kind to them as human beings.
On page 3, an article by Brian Munango on the hashtag #BeFree movement officially launched its hashtag #BeFree Key Learnings report on 20 April 2022 at the village Windhoek.
We're super excited to have launched the BeFree Key Learnings report today. This is a encapsulation of the stories, challenges, aspirations of young people over the last 5 years from 2016 to 2021. We've traveled across this country. We've hosted 52 dialogues, went to Harare, went to New York, went to Europe, Geneva, and so forth. And we're thinking about really taking this to an African brand as well. Young people have taken the BeFree brand and they've translated it into something that they own that speaks to their aspirations as youth, right? And so as we've launched this report, what it has shown us is that the key challenges young people are facing is not only personal, but also societal and also structural. And young people have also said that they have the solutions to solve these issues. So as we're going to go through the report, you'll see the themes around social mobility, sexual and gender-based violence, HIV, risky sexual behavior, substance abuse, dysfunction in the homes. And we've also engaged with parents, we've engaged with life skills teachers, we've engaged with service providers that work with young people to actually understand what are the challenges and hear young people engage with them as well. So what is this report has shown us again is that young people are at the forefront of solving their own issues. They have led campaigns, they are on the forefront of changing their communities, and when young people are able to speak and articulate themselves, that's when we start to see the world change. So make sure you get report on our BeFree platforms or reach out to us on our DMs on BeFree Youth.
Well, also on page 3, we have an article on Anika Beaver, who is a qualified educator who founded the preschool at Orlindi, that is school and safety.
And on page 4, an informative feature on side hustles by Desiree Gasses. Let's take a look.
Hi guys, my name is Desiree Gasses and I am 23 years old, and I myself do have a side hustle. Well, I started my side hustle in 2020. It was around the time where COVID-19 hit, and my side hustle was to do nails. And I started the side hustle because we all know that during 2020 was, like I mentioned, COVID-19 peaked and it was lockdown, and we were all a bit low on funds, so I had to find something to do to firstly keep me occupied and obviously get that extra income, because I don't think that you can ever have too much extra income. And since then I've been working and I've been doing my side hustle. The achievements that I've had with my side hustle, I would say that over time, the more I do it, the better I become at it, and the more customers I started to draw in. When it comes to the achievements, then the other thing that I would also say is that it has taught me that it has taught me a lot about customer service. It has taught me a lot about managing my own money. It has taught me a lot about budgeting. And when it comes to the challenges, I would say that it is extremely time consuming. When you have a side hustle and you have a job, it's very hard to balance, because you work for a certain amount of time throughout the day, and then after work you still have clients that want to see you for you to do their nails. So it can be very time consuming, very tiring. And when you first start out, it's very hard for you to put yourself out there, getting recognized, having people believe in what you believe in. I would say that those are the challenges that I've faced, and for anybody who would like to start a side hustle one day but is not sure, I think that the best time is today, because I don't think that there's anything bad that you can get out of starting your own side hustle.
Now on page 5, our school's focus is on the Terrace Secondary School located in Tses in the Karas region. The school has been established in 1946 and its main vision is to deliver excellent academic achievements.
And on page 6, the NSSU, this weekend, the NSSU Athletics took place in Windhoek, Olympia. We got an interview from the best junior female and best junior male under 13. Let's take a look at the video.
Hello, my name is Lumayansen van Rensburg, and I did 200 meter hurdles, 75 meter hurdles and long jump, and I got gold for all 3 of them, and I worked really hard for it, so I'm very proud of myself.
How did you prepare for the championship?
I practiced 4 days a week, and also on weekends. I put extra effort in, so I think all of that is worth it. I couldn't have done it without my coach, Karina, and yeah, I'm just really happy to be here, and I just want to say thank you to everybody. So, yeah.
Today you had the 200 meter hurdles. How was that?
It was really fun. I got to first place, so I was really happy. My legs were really tired, but I did it.
Okay. Are you done for the day?
Yes, I'm really happy. Now I can go sleep in my bed and rest.
Okay, but after this, are you still going to train?
If I get in for the Kusasa team, I'm definitely going to keep training so I can do really well in the other countries as well.
Hello, I'm Matthew Rabanama, and I did 80-meter hurdles and 200-meter hurdles. I got gold for 80-meter hurdles, gold for 200-meter hurdles, and of course I did high jump, which I came fourth.
How does it feel winning all those golds today? Or the championship?
I think all the practice paid off for this moment. And, yeah, I'm really proud of myself.
Okay. How did you prepare for the championship?
Well, starting off, I practiced about 4 to 6 times a week, hour and a half or more, and yeah, every week.
On page 7, an article on the second phase of the school hall project at the Quisabmoon Secondary School in Walfish Bay recently kicked off. Let's take a look at how that went.
Now to conclude on page 7, this week's star teacher is Miss Jacqueline Wilson, who is responsible for life skills and also providing psychosocial support for the learners at Eino Eino Primary School. And just like that, we have come to the end of this week's publications on the zone.
Hello guys, welcome back to the School Corner. My name is Artisasta Kaenge, a learner from Delta Secondary School.
My name is Amor Soasis, also a learner from Delta Secondary School.
I'm in grade 11, she's in grade 10. And welcome back to where we represent all things school. On page 5, our main focus is on Teres Secondary School, a school which is located in the Karas region on Tes. The school's vision is to deliver excellent academic achievements, and it's been established since 1946.
On page 7, we have our star teacher, Jacqueline Wilson, who is a life skills teacher that provides psychosocial support for learners at Eino Eino Primary School. The National Waltons Griffel competition, hosted by VAP, is an Afrikaans writing competition. Ask your Afrikaans teachers to find out more about it and how you can take part in all the fun.
Ek is Andrea Higo, 'n WAP-leerling in graad 11. Ek wil hiermee vir julle graag uitnooi om deel te neem aan die Waltons Griffel skryfkompetisie. Daar's 2 kategorieë, kortkuns en poësie, en alle leerlinge van graad 5 tot 12 kan inskryf vir die kompetisie en enige skole kan ook inskryf. Dis 'n wonderlike geleentheid om jou skryftalent tentoon te stel en sommer net om lekker stories te skryf. En die sluitingsdatum is die 20ste Mei 2022.
Kan enigiemand deelneem van enige skool?
Ja, enige skool kan deelneem.
Thank you guys so much for joining us today on the School Corner. Make sure you stay tuned for our lovely interview with Eino, the owner of Diebangos.
So hi guys, this is the interview that you have been waiting for. Today in studio we are joined by Eino Eino, the owner of Diebangos. Hi Eino, how are you doing today?
I'm very good, man. Hi, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. So Eino, tell us a little bit about yourself and about your business.
First of all, I should say Eino. He's just a very simple guy, and he was a guy that was born and raised in Windhoek, and with 3 siblings, and still in the Kasi. And he's just a guy that's very innovative and who likes taking challenges and all that. And so, actually, just a salesman, you know.
Nice.
And that's who I am.
All right. So, what inspired you to start this business of yours?
You see, before I started my business, you see, this actually started coming way back from when I was in high school. You see, I was just one of those guys that would always want to interact with people. So actually, I used to sell fudge and mostly those $1 chips, the knickknacks. And, you know, but at that time, I would always just do it for fun and not really getting to understand that probably I would be a businessman one day. You understand? But that's how it always starts, you understand? And because now life became a bit so difficult and tough out there after I actually failed my grade 10, you understand? That was way back. And I was doing some kind of odd jobs, you understand, here and there. And then I was now in the struggle of actually finding the right job and actually having like a permanent job and stuff like that. And at some point also being in a sort of a depression life, you understand? And then man, at some point I just decided that, man, why do I really want to do and all that? So I decided, man, I think I need to start doing something. And what I love actually was now selling. That's what I really liked about until today. So that's how now I started improvising and getting into the business world.
Interesting, interesting. So your business is booming right now. How did you feel at first when you realized that, wow, my business is booming?
Yeah, that feeling was at first was unreal. You understand? Because you got to find yourself. I actually found myself at a stage whereby, you know, people, you know, everybody was talking about the Diebangos. You understand? And it's like it was like a dream. You understand? It's like a dream. And I only, you know, started now realizing and getting to see that, man, I think I have hidden qualities, values and talents in me. You understand? And until now, yes, I'm pushing. You understand? I'm pushing.
So what challenges do you face on a daily as a business owner?
The challenges that I'm always encountering, you know, of course, as an entrepreneur and a businessman, I know there are a lot of entrepreneurs and business guys out there. Some are also doing similar businesses, and you know, and some are in a different field. But doesn't mean now that those who are also doing the same business are going through the same challenges. But the challenges that I'm always going through, you know, it's every day. It's a new challenge.
So, is there any advice that you'd like to give a young person that wants to start their own business one day? Any advice?
Okay, the advice that I have is actually, I'm not sure if it's really going to make a change in someone's life, but I'm also not a good advisor. But according to my experience and what I've went through, you know, it's just to say that, you know, for someone or for one to really know the qualities of something, you really have to discover the value of it. And for you to know your values, your qualities, you gotta discover your values. Now, you discovering your values is you challenging yourself. You understand? Because even if you want to become someone in a certain, let me say, for example, now in business, for you to have that courage, you gotta have to challenge yourself. You understand? And you need to believe in yourself. And the only thing that you need to know is that it's not going to be easy, because if it might start easy, but still the difficultness is still going to start. So I'm just trying to advise that, you know, fellow youth and Namibians out there, I think we really have to we really have to bring out more entrepreneurs, you understand, more entrepreneurs and be more innovative and just to bring out new things that we can actually advance the future for, you understand, and actually just creating more jobs, you understand, and that's the only way we are going to have a successful Namibia, you understand, very much.
Oh.
And I know the qualities and the goals are in the youth, are within us, you see.
Indeed they are.
Yes.
Wow, inspiring indeed. So thank you so much, Eino, for joining us in studio today. I definitely had a lovely time. I took all those words.
Yes, very much.
Thank you so much.
I'm grateful and thank you very much as well.
All right, guys, thank you so much. Please do stay tuned for Varsity Corner.
With all that is happening around the schools, let's quickly take a look at what the varsity students are up to in Varsity Chatroom.
On page 8, an article on the trainees of the Waterberg Law Enforcement Training Center who underwent training for 3 months graduated on 14 April 2022. Please do stay tuned for the video.
Enforcement Training Center of the Ministry of Environment, Forestry and Tourism. This specific center is built to offer training to Wildlife Protection Service staff members and the new recruits. As you can see, today we have our first historic training that has been concluded here at the center. We had the intake of about 36 trainees that graduated here today, and they will be dispatched and deployed at various stations across the country. And they are part and parcel of Wildlife Protection Service within the Directorate of Parks and Wildlife. So, in fact, they have been equipped in basic training when it comes to law enforcement, when it comes to poaching, the first scene, also when it comes to how to handle poachers once they are arrested, and the many other disciplines that they have undergone.
You said this is the first ever.
My name is Karen Knott, and I'm one of the instructors. This group started last year in October in Amaruru, and today we've seen them graduate at Waterberg. We've had several instructors doing different modules with them, and it's been really exciting to see the progress in their individual progress, but also as a group that we have so much potential. There are some very, very good individuals with regard to anti-poaching, with regard to some of the legal procedures, the field work, the teamwork. So we've taken them through various modules in the last couple of weeks and months, and from being really new recruits with not any real concept of what they're supposed to be doing or why they're here, we've seen them progress into rangers with purpose, with discipline, and we're really looking forward to seeing what they can do in the future when they go back to their duty stations tomorrow, and we really want to see what they can do. We're going to have some of them back here in the future to continue the training, but we're confident that these 36 graduates are going to contribute to combating illegal wildlife activities in Namibia.
Hi guys, I am Kalem Sewanga by name. I'm one of the graduates today from Waterberg Law Enforcement Training Center, and I feel so much excited today for the graduation as a field counter-poaching ranger in the Ministry of Environment, Forestry and Tourism. So it's a very important course that we have done for almost 3 months, and I present for it. And then the course was also challenging, but then as a committed student, you have to be committed to what you are doing and also look further on the way you are going into and also progress in life. So I think this was very important for us as the rangers of WPS, and it will also help us combat our wildlife crime in Namibia. and also reasons as well. So we thank the ministry for training us on such an important course, and also the partnerships, which are IWPP and the German banking, the German bank as all. And yeah, I think that's all what I can tell.
Now also on page 8, 11 language sections came together at UNAM to celebrate a day of multilingualism.
This week we focus on Coco Shijiba, a 20-year-old undergraduate student from Lusaka, Zambia, studying at the Texila American University.
Well, he left his country late March of 2020 in a pursuit of a degree in medicine as well as surgery.
Let's take a look at what he has to say.
Hi, my name is Coco Shijiba. I am 20 years old, currently living in Lusaka, Zambia, and I am doing my Bachelor's of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery. So I'm basically doing medicine at Texila American University, Zambia. I first joined the university back in March 2020, and my admission process was quite lengthy. There were so many forms that I had to fill in, documents that I had to send back here to Lusaka in a very short period of time, so it made it a bit stressful. My experience with the school has been amazing. This is because not only that I've gotten to meet different people from different countries, culture, races, and religion, but I have also gotten more exposure to the field itself by talking to people that have been in the course for years, not just locally, but internationally too. So I really am grateful for the opportunity that I have gotten to study at the university. And yeah, so yeah, people always ask me whether medicine was always my dream course, my first choice, and all I wanted to do, and the answer is yes. Ever since I was a small boy, all I wanted to be was a medical doctor, and that was solely because of my dad at the time, up until I got into high school, where I just became more passionate about knowing the human body, be it the anatomical aspect or physiological aspect I wanted to know. So yeah, and the fact that my sciences were my strong fields, that just assured me that medicine was the right fit for me. So when it was time to make the choice on what I wanted to study and who I wanted to become, medicine and being a doctor was all that popped into my head. So yeah, but in all honesty, the course is not what I expected. I expected it to be all sunshine and rainbow, working hard and getting that degree, but there's more to it than just that. It's demanding, competitive. You have to make a lot of sacrifice. So if I am being honest, I wasn't mentally or physically prepared for the course itself. And that's the same advice that I am gonna give people who want to join this course, is the fact that you have to be mentally, physically prepared to actually battle it.
That was all we had today on a Generation C. Just like that.
Just like that. We have come to the end of your favorite show, Generation C. But that just means you guys have to join us again next week, same time, same place. Bye-bye.